tell me that she's proud of me, always. And she'll visit with me like no one else in the world ever does. And she's always, listening to these old records from like the 60s and 70s she had since she was a girl, and it's good music. They don't make music like that anymore. The shit you hear on the radio today, you do not hear music like you used to. And my mother used to be really beautiful too, and my dad, I understand that he was a handsome man back in the day as well. So, she's like this never-ending supply of love, and it's warm and unconditional, and I don't know how a guy like me could get so lucky to have such a nice mother. Anyway, what were we talking about?
I said good luck. Have a nice day.
Oh yeah, thanks. You know what, give me 2 more of those. No, the mega dollars. Yeah, the green ones with the scratch. Thank you. How much are those again?
This stretch of land been in my family nigh on 5 generations, ever since my grandpappy stole it from the Indians on account of the extra space for to store his slaves. Every day, my wife wakes up at 4 a.m. and makes me a big breakfast to serve me in bed. By the time I get out to supervise the migrants from my front porch, I've drank a big pot of coffee my wife has brewed for me, and I'll need it too. It's often not till around sundown that it gets too dark to do crosswords, and I gotta leave the rocking chair and turn in, trusting the beaners to tend to themselves for the finishing up. With all this time spent working on the farm, who has time for a social life?
Sound familiar? You might be surprised to find out you ain't alone out there. When your nearest neighbor's a few hundred acres over, it can be tough to break the ice. That's why Rural Kentucky Icebreakers was founded. Rural Kentucky Icebreakers is an organization that connects you to the voicemails of your neighbors, so you can get to know one another, make plans to meet and greet, or just drop a call and visit a lick.
You've reached the Smiths. Leave a message. Have a blessed day.
Hey neighbor, what a sunset tonight, huh? Well, God bless.
Sit a spell and listen to just a few of the many success stories made possible by Rural Kentucky Icebreakers.
Hi, you've reached the Williams residence. Leave us a message and we'll call you back.
Hey neighbor, I seen you had a Seaward bumper sticker on your car, and it just so happens I'm taking the family out there on Sunday. You and yours want to join?
Hi, you've reached the Wampkins and roll tide to you and yours. You have a good day.
Hey, brother, it's Billy. I'd still be down to get together and rob that liquor store and do those rapes. However, 8:30's on work for me this week. I got some already moved to twice. Just give me a shout.
Gambling Jim here. Hands are full of whiskey cans. Phone. Leave a message.
I caught your boy last night sniffing the tires on my damn truck. He run off when the light hit him. You keep him away, damn it, or you see what happened.
Hi, you've reached the Williams residence. Leave us a message and we'll call you back.
Listen up, faggot. If I see that fucking dog of yours in my property one more goddamn time, I'ma fuck it to death, leave its glazed corpse in your yard, and call the cops. Fuck you.
You've reached the Smiths. Leave a message. Have a blessed day.
I know what you did to my horse. I had to sell that horse because I couldn't look it in the eye. I didn't tell the new owner what had been done to it. You try anything like that again, we gonna come after you. We gonna do the same thing to you.
Rural Kentucky Icebreakers. words, for it is written, love thy neighbor as thyself.
Humanity. We are not just inhabitants of this world. We are shakers of this world. Architecture, poetry, science, law, wine, exploration, philosophy, these are our dominion. We breathe in oxygen and we breathe out ideas. Our world is surrounded by 1 million beautiful moments per second, and we're all fighting just to capture a fraction of that. It's about innovation. It's about insight. It's about creating something life-changing. At Porn Set Identifier, we've made an app to give you the ability to exert dominion over a vast index of porn movie sets. Fire, the wheel, the cotton gin, trains, Mr. Tesla's coil, mesh wire sink drain covers, and now pornsetidentifier.gov. This new disruptive technology sets the stage for a revolution in our understanding of which porn sets we've seen and which porn set we'll see in the future. With support for Android, iPhone, and Game Boy Color, pornsetidentifier.blogspot.gov puts the humanity back into porn set identification. All the past we leave behind. We debouch upon a newer, mightier world, varied world. Fresh and strong, the world we seize, world of labor and the march. Pioneers, oh pioneers, pornsetidentifier.gov. Available today at Radio Shack and Pet Depot.
I will have my machine ready for the summer of '96, for the Voodoo FX Rampage when it is released. It's going to be the most powerful graphics card of all time. It could render anything, not just games, but the real world. It will have 2 boards and 4 floating point calculators. It will need so much voltage that it can't even be passed through a normal AGP port, and you'll have to run a cord from your main board straight into the wall to really let it unleash and get all the power that it needs. It will probably be the last graphics card that is ever made, and I will have it. I will be ready. Mom finally got AOL out to the house for me. We have a modem that can transfer data through the phone line. Now I can get onto user groups and Usenet message boards to learn more about and teach myself when I can talk to people just like me. By the summer of 1996, I will be ready for advanced MMX instruction set games like Doom 2, Quake, Daikatana. No one understands the way that society will reform around computers or the people like me who can control them in the future, but I do. Games like what I play and make custom maps for are exact replicas of reality. I can make custom worlds and powers, and I'm totally in control. People don't use percolators to make coffee anymore because they're so stupid. I only like coffee that has aromas of burned Chinese food or anything that has to do with Asian food, really. Or anything that has to do with Asia at all, I guess. Vaughn is the only one that can make coffee that good. I love the coffee that she makes. It charges me up, it calms me down at the same time. It helps me feel the green and write-in languages. It helps me to feel powerful, to know that I am powerful. Sometimes when I write in languages, computer languages quickly in the dark, in front of a glowing green screen, I know that I have so much power that if I could harness it and unleash it, I could obliterate cities in a second. If I had a sword like in an anime, I would be unstoppable. I understand strategy, what it means to be a warrior, like none of the people who picked on me. If I could store my mental energy and unleash it, there would be an energy blast beyond imagining. My mom takes care of me for now, but she won't forever. One day, when I'm going to be able to take care of her, I'm going to have all the power in the future, and people are going to have to ask me for help. I will control all the information. I will be like a god who gives resources to the ones that deserve it. No one is ever going to be able to take advantage of me again. I'm going to be ready. I already have a computer I built with 5 AGP ports and 3 slots and 6 DSLR. It will last forever, operating at 100 megahertz, and I will be ready. I can expand, and I can expand it as I see fit. I can build as much power as I need. No one understands what the digital age will unleash. A normal person can only handle so much information, can only process so much information in any second. In a lifetime, you can read things, write them down, store them, and you'll be dead long before you can do half of what a computer can do in a second. 1 second. Digital technology allows us to encode information about reality and eventually replace reality completely. Most people are prisoners stuck inside their useless bodies that can't ever be free. They can never understand how to talk to a computer in languages or know what computers can be. They can never talk to a computer or harness it like I can. Everyone will be swept away after the digital revolution hits society in a tidal wave, but I will be ready. I can speak so many languages before I even saw a computer. More languages than anyone else I know. I can learn a new language in a month. It made learning how to program computers so simple. I can learn a new programming language in a few hours. It always helped me with my role-playing campaigns. I would always role-play as a green god of the old realms, entering the new world after the merger of the worlds, expanding my reach throughout the land and creeping into more societies and more systems. My followers would become green once I converted them. And then I could feel them. I could understand them and relate to them, and they were a part of me. Not just in role-playing, but in life. I have a gift where I can feel the color green. Doctors can call it synesthesia, but they don't understand because they can't do it. It's a special mode of perception. When I see the color green, I get a sensation on my skin. People used to make fun of me, but I wasn't ready to explain it. I didn't know that I was the only one who could feel the color green. I loved the green monochrome computer monitors. They were my favorite. I can feel a computer when I talk to it. I can touch it. I can talk to it like I can't talk to anyone except for Mother. I was the first one to figure out that you could do complex, large role-playing simulations on the computer. I wrote a whole kernel to do the calculations. You can let a computer replicate a world in 1 instant that absolutely no human being could ever do. You could keep track of how much food your character needed or how long a weapon would last. You could craft incredibly complicated magic spells and potions with ingredients. You could use computers to track populations for cities, how whole armies would fight, who would win, who was the most powerful. I told him my idea. He told me I was smart and powerful and I would get so much money to give Mom if I helped him. He wanted to take my ideas and sell them. He said that everyone would buy them and love them. He said that everyone would, like me. But I wasn't ready! I wasn't ready! Everyone said that he wasn't really my friend. Everyone said that like they were stupid. Like I was stupid. All those people who don't sweat like the sun is beating down on them all the time. People who can't even eat Chinese food every day without getting sick. People who don't have a real wooden samurai sword that they train with. People who don't have pale skin and can't feel the color green. They don't even know all the languages that I know. But they were right. He wasn't really my friend. That was the worst birthday I've ever had. I remember taking Mom the first check and telling her how much I would make, and